now is the time at the end of the school year when those grades start to come in, right?
Yeah.
And perhaps parents start thinking about getting a tutor or some summer help for their kiddos. But an alternative called brain training might be the answer that they've been looking for.
Well, as Kelly shows us, a summer at LearningRx helped a 9-year-old Minneapolis girl soar through 3rd grade. Now she can head confidently into summer break.
Blue, yellow, black, green.
9-year-old Rosa Smith has big plans for summer break as she finishes up 3rd grade this week. She also has big plans for what she wants to be when she grows up.
A veterinarian to help pets get better.
Now those dreams are more of a reality thanks to something called brain training.
She was having difficulty with all the fundamentals.
Ready, go.
Blue, yellow.
Rosa's parents said before LearningRx, it was hard for her to memorize anything.
If we sat down and read every single night, or we bought a video that would repeat, colors to her, anything we could do to try to stimulate the learning at home.
It all started in kindergarten, and in 1st and 2nd grade, Rosa's grades continued to drop along with her standardized testing scores.
You want the best for your child, and you want to see them excel at what they're doing. So it's frustrating, and it's hard to watch that, yeah.
Ready, go.
Rosa began the LearningRx program a year ago. These games sharpened her cognitive skills like auditory and visual processing.
Zero, blank.
Good job.
She finished 120 hours of brain training in January.
We saw a really terrific jump in her reading. Her reading fluency has increased dramatically. Her confidence around math and reading has just changed significantly.
Green,
There you go, Rosa.
black.
Now Rosa loves reading, and especially math.
Times, division.
She's a happier individual because she does have that confidence, whether it be around her friends at school, at home, when it does come to homework time, it's not so hard to get her to sit down because she knows that she can do it, where in the past, she wanted to avoid it.
Blank. 2.
Good job. Very nice.
So Rosa's parents said they tried tutoring her and even summer school, but nothing was working until they tried LearningRx. And Kelly is here with more on why that can be the case. Hi, Kel. Okay, so first let's start with this summer slide idea. I mean, what are we really talking about? I mean, and this is an argument a lot of people make when it comes to year-round school, because you do all this work all the school year, and then it's like we shut her down, and these teachers have to start at a real deficit in September.
It's the brain drain those 2 to 3 months during the summer. So some statistics for you. Research shows that a teacher usually spends about 4 to 6 weeks actually reteaching what those kids lost. So they're into October and they're going backwards. And that 3-month break, a kid can lose 25% of their reading skills and about 2.5 months of their grade math level equivalency. So that's a lot of reteaching to have to do.
And if your child is already struggling,
Yes.
I mean, then you've got even more problems, because that's just for the average child who, isn't having difficulties. And if they're having a hard time connecting the dots at school, it's even more difficult.
Right, so LearningRx has a huge spike in how many people actually visit them during the summer months, because now is the time, you mentioned, that parents start to think about, okay, the grades came in, those standardized testing scores came in, they're not looking great. And if your child is in 3rd grade, I have heard that from 3rd to 4th is when it becomes real tricky. And if you don't catch it early enough, then they're kind of stuck with those problems for the rest of their lives. So at LearningRx, it's not tutoring. You're not going to bring your homework in, your summer homework with your workbooks. You're going to sit down, and these games are designed to be fun, but they work on auditory processing, visual processing. So how the brain is firing has to fire all together to get you to retain that information.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
And it's so inspiring too when you see someone like Rosa, who then you see the confidence that she has. And as a parent, if you have a child who's struggling, you are just willing to do whatever it takes to get them to that point where they're up to speed.
Right. And the parents that I interviewed, Brian and Liz, they thought maybe this is our fault. Did we not catch this before? Was it something before kindergarten? Because a lot of these problems parents see and they think, oh, they'll catch on, catch on. But if a kid's not getting it because there's a disruption in class, or if there's a lot of substitute teaching, that's one thing, and they're just not grasping it. But if they're not getting it and it's been repeated over and over and over, it's just how the brain is working, and it's not working the right way to retain all the information. If there's one thing off, it won't work.
Well, summer can seem like a good time to get this taken care of too, because you're not so busy with after-school activities and everybody's crazy. Focus on this in the summer and get ready for the next school year. Thanks, Kel.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kelly. Hey, if you're wondering if Learning RX could help your child this summer, call and mention Twin Cities Live when you do for $100 off the standard assessment. And a big thanks to Learning RX for sponsoring the show.
All right, coming up next, how you could head under the sea for half the price. We have a